Hello folks, how you doing? Just a quick one. You know, I've been talking to somebody today who said they can't do this and they don't get where to start, and I thought I should really point out it's not about real knowledge as such. The knowledge is great, what you can do with what you learn is fantastic, but right down at the core of it, it's nature. You was born into this world, and when you was born into this world, this innocent little baby, you had no debt to anybody, you didn't owe anybody, there was nobody who was the owner of you. You was born unto your parents, but they didn't claim ownership of you. And even if they had, they released you at 16, 18 or whatever it is that you finished the nurturing period of your life. So you go to school, this indoctrination centre that just prepares you to be a happy slave and to keep paying them money. That's what it teaches you. It teaches you how to be productive and go out and produce. So you can't really say they gave you that, because they didn't. That was for their benefit. They created happy slaves that just wanted a job. So off you went to have a job, so you could afford to pay for a cart that you could get to your job in. And a house close to your job, so you could get to your job close and quick. and all for maybe if you're lucky, a holiday at the end of the year. That's your 2 weeks. 2 weeks, one for some, but that's what you can have if you've worked hard enough and if you've saved enough money throughout the entire year to have that 2 weeks out of the year for yourself. And you get a suntan, so you can show that off to your friends and now be all proud and feel all that warm fuzzy feeling inside because you did good. So at what point in all of this did slavery take hold? And I use the word slavery, and I absolutely mean the word slavery, because that's what's happening here. Whether you've lost the definition of slavery in that head of yours or not, I don't know, but that's what this is. You will do as we say, or you will give us money and then do as we say, or we will put you in a prison, and then when you come out you'll still owe us and you'll have to do as we say. Why? I didn't sign up for that shit. So at what point did all this take place? At what point did those servants that were put in place to serve you, to ensure that your Sescavie covered your liability and your life and your bills and such like, but no, it got taken away and hidden more than your lifetime ago by those bloodlines passed down father to son, at this parliament. What can I say? And they come on TV. The known liars come on TV telling you what you should and shouldn't do because of this and that and the other. But you won't go into their very own websites to just check this shit out for yourself. I mean, I don't like to go into this COVID too much, I don't. But one thing I did do a while ago, when the highly infectious disease thing was going around, the little meme saying that in March it was shown to be a non-highly infectious disease, I actually did a little bit more research in that, and I went into the government website of all of the countries listed throughout the entirety of the known world. I'll put that in, and the diseases throughout. Diseases, infections, viruses and such like, what ails the world basically. They have it on their website, a whole section to it, and you can go through country by country looking at every single ailment in their country. And guess what you can't find anywhere in the world? COVID. So people say you can't do this. Well, let me tell you, it starts with an attitude. And I don't mean a shitty, stinking attitude, or maybe it is for those in power that don't want you to be thinking this way. But it has to start with this attitude that, hang on a minute, who the fuck gave you the authority over me? Why should I suddenly start following your orders, and at what point in my life? And what was it, at 18 when you came of age? Yeah, what happened at 18 when I came of age that suddenly gave my life over to servitude, to whatever they want to say? Whatever they want to tell me to do, I must do, or I will have force used against me by the for-profit corporation that we know as the police. So at what point, there's one as well, a little bit of a bounce, at what point did we suddenly give authority for the police to beat the shit out of us, electrocute us, use chemical warfare on us? And I say chemical warfare quite precisely as well, because I believe that's what they would charge you with if you used CS gas on them or anybody else. Don't forget, we're all equal in the eyes of the law, and if any one man can do, own or use anything, so can I, so can you. So at what point did this private for-profit corporation get to brutalise us with impunity? It didn't. What happened? You know, I'm going to say it. You acquiesced. What happened? These corporations, they start coming out with this shit and showing you all these nasty shit, and more recently knife crime. I mean, that's been a great mind warp, that has. Knife crime, so we need to ban all knives, when everybody in the entire country's got a fucking drawer full of fuckers in the kitchen. Like, one knife can do more damage than another knife. A knife's a knife, and you put it through your body and it's killed you. So people get mind fucked into this bullshit of like, it's disgusting, somebody's got a knife. I've carried a knife since I was a little kid. I think I was 10 years old when I got my first knife. A little pen knife. It was only about this big, but it was to slowly get me into knives, and it was blunt as hell. You couldn't carve anything with it, but it was to slowly get me into knives. And as I matured and I got older, I got bigger and better knives, and I learned to respect them as a tool, as what they are. They've got a multitude of uses, and very few of them involve killing people. So yeah, and that's just one of the many things over the years that they've made you believe is disgusting. So and out of control, and moped crime. Well, I don't know too much about that moped crime, because I don't follow the news or the bollocks. But what I do know is police were attempting to murder people on mopeds, and the entire world thought it was fantastic. Yeah, about time, run them off the fucking mopeds. Is that how we do justice now? Because when they've got you jumping up and down, yeah, they deserve it. Who decides who deserves it? At what point does somebody decide that you deserve to die over something? And now let's face it, these very same police, if you don't follow orders, put yourself in the shoes of somebody faced with firearm squad. They've got guns on you. You move wrong, they're going to shoot you. Why? What did you do? Why should you stop moving anyway? What gave them the authority to point a fucking gun at you? And if they actually shot you, obviously they're going to be saying, well, we told him not to fucking stay still, and the whole world will go, they did tell him to stay still. Well, why the fuck should I stay still? Whose authority again? This isn't law. It isn't law what's going on in the world. It's commerce. And servants have kind of turned it around, so you fools think that they're your masters. Excuse me. And the thing is, as long as you believe that they are your masters, they absolutely are your masters. Informed consent. You know they're not your masters, but now you're going to take orders from them as though they are your masters. And not just any old orders, we're talking stand on one leg, rub your belly and tap your fucking head. Known liars who are contradicting what their own fucking government website says. I'd say you couldn't make it up, but they did. They did. And look at the entire world fall for it. I've been out there in the world now, and it's raining as everybody out there. That's fucking England. Anybody not in England, that's England nearly all the time. But I'm going down the road, and the amount of folks I've passed wearing masks walking down the street in the rain. In the rain. Has anybody ever seen them films where they get the hoses and damp down things that are floating in the air? It's damped down with water. Part of the decontamination. But yeah, it's raining outside, so I'm going to put my gloves on, put my mask on, and I'm going to walk down the street in the fucking pissing it down rain like a gimp. They suggest things, you agree to things. What can you say? They know what they're doing. I'd like to think you don't know what you're doing, but I think most do. When you hear folks say, I'm doing it because, I had to do it because. And the only reason they're saying that is because of their own embarrassment. And it is embarrassing because they know damn well what they're doing. They know what they're acquiescing to. They know what they're giving consent to. And they know where the world's going to go because of what they do. So yeah, damn right they should feel ashamed, and they should wear a bigger mask to cover the whole fucking face, in my opinion. But the reality is, they justify it. Work. Usually just work, isn't it? It's I'll lose my job otherwise. Fuck your job. What do I want a job that does that to me for? Why would I want a job that would make me do that? Let's put the logic behind what they're doing. Chasing that buck again. Fuck money. It's easier to say that. It is easier to say than do. However, it really isn't easier to say than do to pull yourself away from the system. Anybody paying tax is paying it by choice, and I know there's loads of, well, what can I do? For starters, stop asking what you can do, because you're just making yourself a victim. Get your fucking head into it and research. It isn't all about one man having to tell you how to do everything. And if he won't tell you, or you can't find it out from him, or he's too busy to deal with it for you, it can't be done. What about learn something? You know, when you learn that job that you do, you went there not knowing what to fucking do. You learned it. Wouldn't that be prudent in your life to start learning this shit that removes this bollocks? Remove your contracts from the taxman. You got no reason to pay him whatsoever. So remove your contracts with him and don't fucking pay him anymore. Not rocket science. In fact, when I was really first starting out in this shit, I was knocking the taxman away. And that was with very little knowledge. I got to know it's voluntary. It's a voluntary contribution. That's it. That's all you need to know. It's a voluntary contribution. I don't volunteer then. I know you might need to do a little bit more than that, but that's the basis of where it starts with. It's a voluntary contribution. Don't any questions come to your head from that. It's voluntary, so why am I paying it? Ask them. Why am I paying it? Who are you? What fiduciary capacity are you standing in? There's loads of questions you can ask them. And data subject access request, affidavit of truth, however you want to do it, you hold them accountable. You just hold them accountable. Turn it around. Literally everything I ever do and everything I've ever done to help folks and to handle any affairs is just turned around the system, what they use on us. And you know my favourite word, acquiescence, but that's what they do to us. They get us in acquiescence. Well, it's really easy to get them in acquiescence. All you got to do is ask some prudent questions that expose the fraud, and they will acquiesce. But they didn't answer. Good. That's acquiescence. Now you've got them. Acquiescence forms a binding contract. Not acquiescence tells you you lost. So opportunity to cure and a default notice. You've got them. Anyway, folks, it went to. I don't even know where it all started now. I've even got to watch this back to find out what to word it as, what to name it as. Just a bounce, just a chat. I don't even know if it started anywhere. But folks, what can I say? You've got to start looking after yourselves. You've got to stop waiting for somebody else to do your shit for you. You really have. For years, I was believing I had to do everything for everybody. It just near damn killed me.
We're here.
You guys have to do it for you. And you can. Chill. So anyway, I'll leave it at that and see what's what in it. Have yourselves an absolute jolly one. And I'll catch you later. Ta-da.